Hey, this is John, the Techie Car Guy, and a few weeks ago we did a complete wash and wax and protective treatment on our 2011 BMW E91 Touring. We used a combination of Odie's wax products from Odie's Oil, as well as another couple of commercially available waxes and treatments. We did half the hood with one, half with the other. Purpose of this video is I wanted to come back and revisit after a few weeks to see how the two products looked. And as you can see, I am leaning towards the Odie's being a little bit brighter, a little bit shinier than the other product. We did the passenger side with the other product, and as you can see, it looks great, but it's a little hazy. The Odie's, particularly the fender, is still super bright, and this car has not been washed or even rinsed in a couple of weeks. So I think it looks pretty good. But the other point of this video is when we applied the Odie's products, we didn't do it right. We have since talked to the folks at Odie's, and we have actually sat down and they gave us a demo of how to wash and use their products on their beautiful Mercedes SL63. Now that we've actually seen how to properly apply their products, we're going to go back, and now it's time to do our Z4 Coupe. We're going to go through the process that we did with the Z4 Coupe. We're going to clean it. We're going to strip off all the ceramic coating that was on it. We had done the ceramic coating on the Z4 just like we had done the 328. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to strip off all the protective coating, the ceramic. Then we're going to do a good wash again to make sure everything's off. So we're going to wash it twice with the Odie's concentrate. And then we're going to wax the car with Odie's. I don't think we're going to have to do a lot of clay barring on the Z4, but we might introduce that process once we get everything stripped off if we need to. But the Z4 lives in the garage, doesn't really get out much, so it's in pretty good shape. But I just want to get all that ceramic coating off first and get a good clean, and then we'll get in and we'll show you the results. And you can decide for yourself if this is a product you want to try. And I think the Odie's is as good, if not better, than the commercially available waxes out there. It's an all-natural product, and I am very pleased. So let's jump into getting things cleaned up. We're going to show you the proper steps to detail, clean, and apply protective wax on a car using Odie's oil product. Okay, the first thing we need to do is rinse the car off really well to let the water remove any loose materials from the car and soften up any bugs or hard to remove debris. After a good rinsing, we're going to spritz the whole car with a mixture of Odie's Super Cleaning Concentrate and water in a 32-ounce spray bottle. For heavy cleaning of a car, remember, we want to strip off all the old ceramic coating that was on this car. We will be using a 3% concentrate mixture, which means you will need approximately 1 ounce of concentrate in the bottle, and then you'll fill the rest of it with water, reaching a total of 32 ounces. This mixture can be used on paint, wheels, interior surfaces, you name it. After spritzing the entire car, we do another rinse and then move to our bucket and microfiber mitt and hand wash the car to really work in the cleaner and remove any remaining dirt or previously applied coating. This time we do a 2% mixture of the Odie Super Cleaning Concentrate and wash the entire car and then thoroughly rinse it off again. Once the car is rinsed and we have dried it off, we determine that other than a few minor spots, we won't have to clay bar the Z4 before proceeding. So now we can jump right into applying the Odie's wax. Okay, so basically that gets the entire front fender. I did around the emblem, didn't put any on the emblem, but we'll put a little bit on there. But I've kind of worked it in there, and we're going to let it sit up for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll buff it out and kind of show you before, because this has not been done. This has been done. So we'll just kind of let it sit up for a few minutes. So first thing we're going to do, let's start by buffing it off. I'm going to do a two-stage buff. I'm going to use two different towels. One just to get the initial coating off. And this was the first panel I did. I've gone around and done the entire car. And so let it kind of sit up from that standpoint. I can already tell a huge difference. Wow. I don't think this paint has looked that good. It's an 18-year-old car, so what do you expect? But this looks really good. We continue to apply the Odie's wax to the rest of the Z4 Coupe, trying not to miss any areas of the car. We applied a very thin, even coat of wax in a crosshatch or circular pattern to every surface, allowing the wax to sit for a short period of time in order to cure. Next, we buffed it off completely with a clean towel, ensuring the surface is dry to the touch and free of any residue. Next, all that's left to do is crack open a beer, pour a glass of wine, or crack open that bottle of barrel-proof bourbon and sit back and admire your work. Now I must add, additionally, the guys at Odie's recommend coming back the next day and doing one final buff off in order to really bring out that deep, glowing shine that this stuff produces. Wow, this 18-year-old Z4 Coupe has never looked